universe starts to look different. If consciousness is baked into matter, just in a raw, primitive form, then every atom has a little bit. Not thoughts, not ideas, just some quality of experience. When atoms form molecules, and molecules form cells, and cells form brains, those bits of experience combine into something richer. Just like how thousands of neurons, each pretty simple, create the mind of a person. It's kind of like pixels. One pixel is meaningless, but arrange them the right way and you get an image. The image wasn't hiding inside any one pixel, it was in the pattern. Panpsychism suggests consciousness might be the same, hidden not in individual parts, but in the way the parts come together. So what does this have to do with the universe? Well, if matter and energy have some seed of awareness, and the universe is made of matter and energy, then maybe the universe isn't just building complexity. Maybe it's building conscious experience. Maybe it doesn't just contain observers. Maybe it is an observer in the broadest possible sense. That might sound far out, but think of it this way. If consciousness is everywhere, then we're not isolated islands of awareness floating in a sea of dead stuff. We're part of the sea. We're waves in a conscious ocean, temporary, unique, but made of the same thing as everything else. And here's the twist. This view doesn't conflict with science. It doesn't break the laws of physics. It doesn't require new particles or dimensions. It just asks us to take what we already know and reinterpret it from a different angle. Because when you think about it, the physical world doesn't explain itself. It follows rules, it behaves predictably. But why it exists at all, or why those rules feel the way they do, that's still blank space. Panpsychism doesn't fill in all the blanks, but it opens a door. It asks, what if we've been looking for consciousness in the brain, when it's actually everywhere, and the brain just focuses it, like a lens? Now take that idea and aim it at the cosmos. Galaxies swirling, matter clustering, gravity weaving, invisible webs through space. All of that, under this theory, could be more than mechanics. It could be behavior. Not conscious in a human way, but in some distant, unfamiliar way that we can't quite measure. Like a mood the universe has. A hum too deep for us to hear. And maybe, just maybe, that hum becomes a voice when it flows through us. That's where things get personal. Because if panpsychism is even partially right, then consciousness isn't something that happens to the universe. It's something the universe does, through stars, through animals, through people, through us. Sentience, the felt